hours of the regular show on terrestrial radio, and you wanted a little bit more, so that's why you found the Gun Talk After Show podcast, where we saved all the best things that we can't say on regular radio. Now here's Tom, Michelle, and Jim for the Gun Talk After Show.
All right, we're into the after show here. It's Jim and Michelle and me and the world out there. And already, before we started, Jim, Michelle says, me, I want to talk.
You never let me talk, is I think the way I heard it.
Oh, something like that.
It was whiny, far whinier than that.
A lot whinier than that.
I got something.
I want something. I got to talk.
Fine, go.
All
Just
right.
get it over with.
What do you want, woman?
I don't respond well like that.
Yeah, because I can do that because I'm like 900 miles away from you.
Right.
Nobody any closer to that would have the guts to do that.
Yeah, you got to hold really high if you like.
What's up, young lady?
So I was reading through my America's First Freedom magazine, and in the May issue, of course, they always have the Armed Citizen reports. You know, if anybody ever wanted to, I guess, follow those along, you don't actually have to get the magazine. You could go to americasfirstfreedom.org and you could read them for yourself. So all those naysayers who say no such stories are...
You mean like our caller today?
Right, in existence, yeah.
I don't ever hear of that. Well, yeah.
Reverend.
Wait, that's because you're always stoned, dude. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and I think in respect to everything that's going on with schools and campus carries and where we're trying to get with things, they had this little article in here that says, first things first. It's under their first things first column. Mm-hmm. And it's out of Kansas, and it's titled, University Sees Drop in Crime with Campus Carry. Ooh. So the story goes, when Kansas passed a law recognizing lawful concealed carry on college campuses, an anti-gun faculty predictably cried foul. One professor, Kevin Wilmot, even made a show of wearing a bulletproof vest to class. Try to forget that I'm wearing a vest, he remarked, and I'll try to forget that you could be packing a .44 Magnum. Yet, statistics from the first 6 months of campus carry at the University of Kansas demonstrate how silly all this hysteria has been. The university's Office of Public Safety reported no weapon violations in 2017, whereas 14 such violations occurred between 2008 and 2016. So much for the predictions of gun-toting students disrupting classes and threatening their instructors. In fact, campus carry might be making a positive impact on the university's crime rates. According to The Sentinel, there were 671 criminal offenses reported on campus in 2017, down 13% from 770 in 2016.
Wow.
Additionally, 2017 saw only 56 reported thefts compared with 213 in 2016.
So...
And it finishes, while it's impossible to draw firm conclusions from the case of one school, the results at the University of Kansas provide further confirmation that campus carry does not bring about the apocalyptic effects that its anti-gun critics promise. In fact, it just might be making everyone on campus safer and more secure.
Wah, wah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so much for the blood will run in the streets, crazy students, yada, yada, yada. You know, it's never happened anywhere else. Why would it happen here? Yeah, but we're different because we don't know why. But we don't like guns. Okay, fine.
Right.
I don't know. It just, I got nothing. It just... I did like our sneaky caller because he thought he couldn't actually be honest about who he was and what he believes. So he's trying to slip it in today.
Reverend Green. Reverend Green.
Yeah. And he was trying to be smug and mock at the same time, and all he did was smock. So it was kind of fun. And I knew, it's one of those deals that he wants to say it. You just got to give him permission to say, yeah, go ahead and just say, well, guns. Okay, fine, great. All right, cool. Just be honest. If you don't like them, say it. I did like that we had Jeff Hoffman from Black Hills Ammo, and I got your 327 reference in.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
So he's got the 32 H&R in like a cowboy action load. That's got to be like the most nothing pipsqueak load ever.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, Mm-hmm.
She was doing a happy dance. I had to play back to see why, and then I figured it out. You mentioned 327.
How many times can we bring it up, right?
That's right. About 327 times.
Well done.
It only seems like you've mentioned it that many times. Well, maybe you have.
Now I'll keep track.
It's a sneaky little caliber, though. I don't know for sure, but I have a sense that more people are awakening to that caliber.
It seems like it from callers that have called into the show. And some people who have called in the show evidently have never heard me speak about the caliber before. So therefore, I do need to keep a calendar and mark down how many times we have this conversation.
Then clearly you must speak of it more. We'll put you on like a 6-minute timer, and every 6 minutes you just go
327.
327, okay.
I just put her on a loop and she wouldn't even have to show up.
Ooh.
That's not nice.
It's efficient.
But she wants to be here.
I want to take part.
I want to be part of the team. I want to be on the team. Come on, choose me, choose me, choose me. Oh, gosh.
Well, I think it's, it was so new and it was only out for maybe a year and a half, 2 years in its first production.
Right.
And then
It was
disappeared
like gone.
completely. Yeah. And they kept producing the ammo, of course, because there were some guns out there. I was one of those. But but then when they brought it back, it came back full force. And, of course, on the concealment side.
That really breathed life into it. And then
Yeah.
people, when they actually figured out, okay, this really is a powerful, serious self-defense gun,
Right.
and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So-
No,
I
I
take it
think
seriously.
it's sudden boom is just because of Michelle, strictly.
Thank you.
She's the 327 spokesman.
Yes. I
We should come up with a title for her. Like, I don't know, like Queen of the 327. I was going to go with Mistress, but that didn't have the right ring.
Princess 327.
It kind of reminds me of a princess phone, though. So I don't know. It kind of goes way back. We're going to work on that. It's to be the problem is the title is not a problem. The number is. So if that thing had a better name instead of 327 Magnum, if we call it like the Velociraptor, something like that. See,
Half of a 654. No, that doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
So you missed the marketing class. I take it. Okay.
Do you wonder why I went into audio instead?
Yeah.
But he is really quick with math.
This is true. Musicians are good with math, generally speaking. So, all right. Hey. While you're working on your numbers, if he takes his shoes off, he's counting higher numbers.
Up to
Right.
11.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Built for personal and home protection, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ pistol features an easy-to-load magazine with load assist button, an easy-to-rack slide, and the M2.0 crisp trigger and enhanced grip texture. With its easy-to-rack, easy-to-pack, and easy-to-shoot design, the M&P 380 Shield EZ is perfectly sized 380 protection. Find out more at smith-wesson.com.
Whether you are a first-timer or seasoned shooter, Double Star has the guns, edged weapons, and parts you desire. Our products are made in America and held to the highest quality standards. No exceptions. Double Star and Ace Limited manufactures products people bet their lives on without hesitation. That awesome responsibility motivates the Double Star family, and it will proudly protect yours. When you're ready for the best, join our family at star15.com. That's star15.com.
Okay, socks on, shoes on.
We can't make such promises.
Oh, well.
He doesn't have that many socks and toes. He had to borrow.
Oh, Lordy.
Wait, he doesn't have that many socks and toes. He doesn't have that many fingers and toes.
Fingers and I have a lot of socks. I have 326 pairs of socks. So close.
One more. I mean, it's just almost there, man. I'm telling you.
Let's be real. You've lost one somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you probably have 327.
Every time I do laundry.
It's the 328 that escaped.
In the world, there is an odd number of socks.
Always.
And if someone were to lose one, another one disappears to keep it odd.
Yeah,
It's just because you cannot have an even number of socks.
That's laws of nature. Yeah,
I think it is.
I was wearing mismatched socks a couple weeks ago, and I got pointed out for them. I told the guy, "Hey, that's amazing. I got a pair just like him at home."
Yeah, there you go. Pump. Okay, cool.
Old joke. It just saw the opportunity.
But the thing I really called attention to is you were wearing them on your hands.
Yeah, well,
So
I'm different.
You got that picture? Oh,
I'm certainly different.
I thought that was just amongst us.
okay, so I'm doing this silly thing. I'm going, okay, well, we got the 10 millimeter Ruger revolver out now. Well, that's very cool. I'm thinking, I could have a 10 millimeter, and I went, wait a minute, I already have a 10 millimeter. I went, wait, no, I have
a few.
I have 4 10 millimeters at least. Oh, but that doesn't mean I couldn't have another, does it?
No.
Okay, thank you.
It's
We
the
have
same
a sport group here,
It's the same caliber, same ammo. I mean, it only makes sense.
Sure. And I can't shoot 40 in my 10 millimeter semi-autos, but I can shoot 40 in this.
Mm-hmm.
Lever. I want a 10 in lever.
Are you a lover of the lever?
I'm a lover of lever and 10.
He's a lever.
I need one. I don't know if I can go on without one. I need
Well, I got to tell you, when I flipped over and saw that honey badger load in 4570.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And he's got it in 44 Magnum, which would work dandy in a lever action. Man, that would be nice. But my 4570, my older one, Marlin, is the old one with the, Michelle, remember, that's just got like a plastic butt plate on it? Mm-hmm. Gee, Josephat, does that thing hurt?
Yeah.
Whoa! Because you use a big old honking load in there and you touch it off, and I don't want to do that a whole lot.
I know somebody that could help you with that.
Do you?
Yeah, they can fit a recoil pad on there.
I usually just kind of put a towel on the back or use duct tape around it, and it works really great.
That's attractive too.
Pretty classy too.
Yeah.
And and down here where it's hot and sweaty, you can kind of wipe your face with your stock.
Oh, it's two-folding. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Like the video going around again now with the guy shooting a rifle with the stock about 3 inches from his forehead. Yeah. I want to think it's fake, but the more I watch it, he's just an idiot.
Oh, we've watched people do that with scopes too, where the scope just gets embedded in their eyebrow.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Not a good tattoo.
And they
Can't
don't
get
know.
no relief.
And you think, you can't get no relief. Oh, that's so bad.
And we need to go.
God, you're supposed to go before we do this show. Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
And you talk about bleeding, a scope cut.
Oh,
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh, baby. I mean, you're not like losing blood, but it's messy because it's very vascular up around your eye.
Oh, yeah.
I took one right across the bridge of my nose. Cut my nose open. It's just like getting punched by Mike Tyson because it was a .338 Win Mag.
Oh!
Because why not, right?
Sure. If you're going to get hit with something.
You're going to do it. And how, you say, does one do this?
And how does one do that, Tom?
Yes. One stands on one's tiptoes with the rifle on shooting sticks trying to shoot over brush at an African water buck. And the rifle gets away from one and comes free-flying back into you and takes out your nose. And you're going, it's like a big owie when that happens.
The thing that surprised me is you did it like 4 times in a row, though. You think
He didn't say it was
caught
him.
on at some
But
point.
I had a good group on my nose, I got to tell you.
At first, he didn't say it was him.
Someone hypothetically might have done something like this.
Well, another reason to have a towel on your stock.
And a tourniquet around your neck.
Right.
Or something.
What kind of groups you getting? 1/8 inch.
1/8 inch.
Ow, man, that hurts. Holy smoke. And the other time you get it is when you're shooting uphill, particularly laying prone and shooting uphill, and that rifle comes off your shoulder and just comes flying right back at you, and the scope hits you. Wow.
And that's where we've seen it, where in competition you have to, shoot out of a tree stand or,
yes.
different positions than what you're used to.
Exactly.
And you don't take into account where your scope is or how far you are up on that stock because it changes. And, yep.
All you're doing, you're just trying to get a sight picture, looking through it, and not realizing I only have like the top little bit of the stock on my shoulder, and when I pull the trigger, it just slides right off, and the full force of that thing comes back and smacks you.
Yeah, I got a picture somewhere of a buddy of mine. She got her first buck, and her eyes just bleeding, and she's smiling, holding up
As
the
happy
buck.
as you can be.
Yeah. You got a little scope bite, huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You used to call that Weatherby eye.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know if they appreciate it, the folks at Weatherby.
Sure.
But,
Any advertising is good advertising, right?
that's right. Just say our name, right? That's all that matters. Oh, man. All right. Hey, let's take another quick break here. We'll come back. There's a couple things I need to touch on. Don't go far.
Stand for the Second Amendment with Franklin Armory. Their 3-position BFS Gen 3 trigger is one of the hottest products for your AR, HK, ACR, CZ, and B&T in curved and straight variations. In position 3, fire 1 round on pull and 1 round on release. Ideal for both tactical and competition use. Get a 10% discount on everything with the code word GUNTALK at franklinarmory.com.
You got your carry permit, and that's good. But you know you could use more training. Get the DVDs, which have what you need. Springfield Armory presents Concealed Carry 1 and Concealed Carry 2 with Bata Group. Learn specific concealed carry skills from Top Gun fighting trainers. Get trained. Be prepared. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
This section brought to you by
Mederma, scar relief.
for scope bites. Why not? Hey, we'll take sponsors anywhere.
Sure.
Yeah, all right. That's good. So, the crazy world of guns. By the way, for anybody listening, should there actually be anybody left listening at this point?
You mean hell froze over?
Yes.
Wow.
I will be doing the radio show at the NRA show this coming weekend. I don't know if we've actually mentioned to you, Jim, that we're doing a show on Saturday. I hope you're going to be around. I hope someone's mentioned that.
Well, I had a hair, nails, and tanning appointment. I'll see if I can move it.
Jeez, okay. So we'll be doing it on Saturday from the Ruger booth, and Sunday we'll do another show from the FN booth. So I would encourage people to come by, say hello. While we're doing the show, it's probably best not to come by and start a conversation, but before and after it'd be great, or during the breaks we could say howdy. We'd love to see as many people as we can, and it's just a bunch of fun. We'll have a ton of people lined up to do all sorts of interviews, and trying to pick up a couple of more as we go along this week. I'm sure we will, but NRA show is just fun. Michelle, I assume you've been to NRA shows?
I have never been to an NRA show.
Really?
Yep.
That is interesting. I would have thought for sure when it was up in the Midwest you would have gotten to one.
Yeah,
it's a hoot and a half. There are a lot of workshops that people can go to, seminars, talks, things like that. You see a lot of people of course, in the past we had Arlie Army, but we just recently lost him. Mm-hmm. Ted Nugent will be there. Sometimes you'll get like a sighting of like Tom Selleck, who goes low-key, he's just wearing a baseball cap. You'd hardly even know it was him. You go, wasn't that? Yeah, it was. But he's just a gun guy. He doesn't want to be, bugged by people. So I kind of think we'll probably have a few more demonstrators this time. We usually have a full dozen, I mean, seriously. I mean, it's I always like to go out and kind of do a little head count. Sometimes there are more TV camera operators than there are protesters.
Yeah.
Well, you should take a picture of that, because that's unbelievable.
In Louisville, there was half a dozen tops.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yep. And because we went over and looked at them and went, yeah, and there are TV cameras there, the whole deal.
There's more people opposing than that.
And we'll have, 60,000. I think 60 to 80,000 is the number they expect.
Wow.
To get. We'll be in Dallas. For those who don't know, we'll be in Dallas this coming weekend at the NRA. annual meeting, show, and a huge exhibit hall. You can't buy guns there, but you can handle them, not use them, or you can handle them. You get to see all the cool stuff. Oh, and by the way, for those who don't know, I do want to mention this. There will be an exhibition of the guns and knives that are being given away by Knife Rights. It is startling what we've come up with this year on the giveaway. That's a fundraiser for Knife Rights. Not a giveaway, it's a fundraiser. But if you enter, you could win one or more of these and some of these knives we're talking like $12,000 knife.
Woo. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, go to kniferights.org and look at in fact, I'll do it right now because I want to make sure I get this right. K-N-I, if I could spell, I would be dangerous.
Knife.
Knife Nights.
No, close. No. So close, Tom.
Well, that was the Arthur and the Knife Rights of the Round Table. What? What did he say? I don't know.
I want to break into Arthur real quick.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's called the Ultimate Steel Guns, Knives, and More giveaway. And when you click on it and you start looking at the pictures, in fact, I'm doing that right now, Damascus blade knives, stunning things. I mean, some of these, it's like, okay, retail value $350. And then you go, yeah, retail value on this one knife here, retail value $10,000.
Wow.
It's going to be given away. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to win this. So I would encourage people to go to kniferights.org and click on the Ultimate Knife giveaway here. Okay, I think we call it Ultimate Steel. It's very cool.
What I'm going to do right now, as a matter of fact, just ignore you guys and just get on the line here.
Finally, we got rid of
He's gone.
All right, Michelle, it's you and me. Welcome to Gun Talk.
Yes.
With the Tom and Michelle show here.
That has a nice ring.
I like this. We're going somewhere with this thing.
It's a 10 millimeter and 327 ambassadors.
Ooh, yes, it is. Let's see. Now, we can shoot 10 millimeter in semis and revolvers. There are no semi-autos for the 327.
No.
But we do have lever actions.
We do, yes.
Did you get your lever action?
I have a little lever action.
You do.
Oh, Jim just turned his head. He's like, what?
I thought I wasn't here. I thought I wasn't here.
He goes,
His eyes are huge.
You have a lever action? When did this happen?
I haven't shot it.
You're not talking. You're not going to tell us, are you?
No, I haven't shot it, so I don't have a report of that yet.
You don't deserve to shoot.
Sorry.
Oh, now who's whiny? Jeez. Oh, golly. But yeah, I got to revisit the whole lever action thing. I'm torn, guys, because when part of why we have our guns, yeah, we got the real reasons and the self-defense and all the rest of it, but there's certainly an element of enhancing our self-image of John Wayne or Tactical Tommy or whatever it is, the thing you like. And I love the whole Western movie lever action revolver thing.
The rifleman.
And that's Chuck Connors, who played professional baseball, by the way, before he was an actor. And I'm torn between going with something like a 45-70 and going maybe with the same caliber as the revolver I'm carrying. That way you could have like a 357 mag in your rifle and in your revolver.
10.
Yeah. I don't think the Duke carried a 10, though.
Well, in legalities of carrying that for a hunting situation, you're going to have some restrictions or no?
Well, carrying it depends on the state. Mm-hmm. It is. You're right. You're weird. It's weird. In some states, you can be carrying a rifle to hunt with, but you are prohibited from carrying a revolver or a handgun while you're hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Right.
Check your local rules, as they say. In my case, I wouldn't be hunting. I would just be looking cool. Does that mean I have to get a cowboy hat? That's a question.
I would think so.
Well, you're going to the right state, Tom. They could probably fit you with one.
Well, I had a couple of really nice cowboy hats, BF, before fire.
Pre-fire.
Pre-fire.
Yes. Maybe Pat didn't like them.
Never considered that.
So it wasn't a baking glove. It was a hat that the potato was in. It wasn't
right. And actually, the the hats were fine. They weren't affected by anything, but she went and grabbed them and took them back and tossed them into the inferno.
She went back and risking her own life to get rid of those damn hats.
Wait,
right.
one thing. I need one thing.
That's just one thing. That's it. Oh, that was so nice. She went back to save. No, she's not saving them. She's. Oh, okay.
She poured lighter fluid on it. Wait a minute.
Yes. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'll check on that. So, anyway, this has been lovely, and I'm tired of it now.
Okay.
So, I've talked to you guys quite long enough.
Great. I can get back to watching Longmire with his 30-30 and his 1911. My hero.
That is weird, isn't it? I mean, it's a cool show. It really is. It's, I'd say it's a little formulaic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't they all?
But she's hot, so it's okay.
Wow.
Shell, you're up.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely time to go.
Hey, it beats whining.
All right. Well, if anybody would like to come by, I'm going to be at NRA. Come by and see us. Ruger booth on Saturday, FN booth on Sunday. We will see you there. And for you two,
Just
thank you so much. And we shall do this once again, sometime in the far distant future.
sweet. Probably best.
Like, the farther the better.
Yeah, basic recovery time.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Tom.
Well, that wraps up another Gun Talk after show. But if you want even more gun-related stuff, don't forget to check out Gun Dealio. It's the app for Apple and Android phones that connects you to all the Gun Talk shows, plus even more. And we'll catch you next time for the Gun Talk after show.